serious tackles on its way to picking up the first. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Martinez on the carry. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollack.
Guys, just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The Canes are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Five yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They finally make the stop with the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. After the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He wants to throw here on second down. Working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback checking the play. They keep attacking through the air. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to wrap.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have a lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to pop the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And the Hokies line up to punt it away.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall and makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're just about ready to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They try to pop a run on the draw. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. We'll start the quarter offense about to snap it on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together. Reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game. Putting together a performance today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for... Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia!
really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Ready to fire from the pistol. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The give headed toward right tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Dropping back, it's Ward. Fires to the big fella. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give to the tailback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lane. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Hokies. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Defense calls a quick timeout there, perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. They got the touchdown they needed, now trailing by a field goal. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. On first down, here comes this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
keep it on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of